cold. He think I'm high, I'm in thinker mode. Eyes low, I let the sky hold the thoughts. The streets are like the high road that I go across.
This is Daymond and I'm watching EgyptSaidSo.com.
New York, 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 and down. Welcome to At&t's 28 Days Speaker Series. I feel honored to be here, obviously, in the city, the place of Harlem, the place of the Apollo Theater with so much history, so much culture.
I think the youth have to rethink possible by first believing in excellence for themselves. That means the way they want to live their lives, meaning the way they conduct themselves, the way they treat themselves and others, the education that they seek out, the dreams that they set for themselves. Everything has to be thought about in the thought process of, man, I'm going to be great, I'm going to achieve excellence.
You all know FUBU, right? That's taking it back. That was one of the original brands that came and took hip-hop clothing to a new level. He is one of the founding fathers of FUBU. I want you all to make some noise for our speaker from tonight, the great Daymond.
In 1992, I stayed up all night. It was a Thursday. I sewed a bunch of hats. The next morning, I packed all the hats up in a box, and I had about $7 in my pocket. And I took a train to stand outside the Apollo Theater, and I sold out of all my hats. I took the train home that night, and if anybody from New York knows, the train was running local, so I didn't get home till that morning. I'm a child and a son of New York City. And if anybody would have told me that I would be headlining the Apollo Theater where I stood outside 20 years ago, I would have said that's not possible. If you lose, don't lose the lesson. The lesson was that with my bare hands, sweat, and tears, that I made something that everybody else wanted. We started basically making t-shirts, and we had 10 t-shirts, just 10. And for 2 years, we would go to video sets and put on a wrapper, the same 10 t-shirts, take it back, put another wrapper, take it back, wear it on a date. Samsung America called me, and I worked a distribution deal with Samsung America. And I thought that I could never raise this money, but again, you gotta rethink possible. So now, I'm with Samsung America, and the deal was, Daymond, you guys, you and your partners, you gotta do $5 million worth of business in 3 years. We did $30 million worth of business in 3 months.
The advantage that inner city youths have is you have to think about the rest of the country. When you're in the middle of Iowa and Idaho, there's nobody for miles around. You have a built-in audience where you're at, so you can touch and feel and get an acid test on what you're trying to do. And you can just recalibrate and keep doing it, but you have a built-in audience. A lot of people are stuck on farms and they got nobody to talk to but sheep, you know?
Like being a history maker and an entrepreneur. It's not about how many breaths you take, it's about how many breaths you take away. Thank you.